Hi, I'm Officer Henseler with the Cottage Grove Police Department. I'm here today at a local Cottage Grove residence to help inform the public on preventing burglaries now that the weather is getting nicer and people are more out and about today. So one of the tips that we like to suggest to local residents is to make sure that you pick up your mail every day. People who are nearby or maybe looking at casing a house, do notice if you go out to your mailbox every day, if newspapers are laying at the end of the driveway, in your driveway, or at the stoop of your residence. It's good to keep your yard picked up, have your grass mowed, and keep your garbage cans up at your house once garbage day is done. If they notice that mail is collecting or newspapers are collecting, the trash cans are left down, that may be an indicator to them that you may not be home or are gone for an extended period of time. Behind me here is an open garage door. We like to suggest to residents that you do secure your vehicle within a closed garage, as if you do have to park your vehicle in the driveway, is to secure your vehicles. Even within the garage, we also suggest to secure your vehicles as well in case a side door is found open or the garage door is left open on accident. Another thing that we like to suggest is to have security or motion lights on the outside of either your garage or your residence to help prevent possible burglars from coming near your residence with a light that could scare them off. Now at the front of the residence here, you can see that the shrubs and the trees and the bushes are trimmed back. We suggest that you keep those trimmed from your windows and your doors to prevent people from hiding behind those bushes, especially when they start growing and get fuller. If we happen to be doing a neighborhood patrol, we shine our lights every once in a while in dark, non-lit areas, and they're able to hide behind those bushes. So we highly suggest that you keep your doorway open, your windows clear of debris and of the bushes and trees that may be in front of your residence. All right, so another safety tip that we'd like to identify to all the residents surrounding Cottage Grove is to have a strong, sturdy door and locking mechanism on your residence, as well as side garages or sheds. A basic deadbolt lock that goes over the top of a basic handle lock helps secure your residence more. Another suggestion is to, as you leave the residence, test your door to make sure that it is secure. Those are things that in everyday life that you could be in a rush and forget, and a burglar could easily just enter your residence through an open door. So we highly suggest that you lock that deadbolt, you lock the handle of your door, and as well as storm doors if you happen to have a storm door on your residence or backsliding door. Now we're inside of the residence here in Cottage Grove to show drawing your blinds to cover a window, also checking to make sure that your windows are secure, making sure that the latches are over and preventing from the window being lifted up from either the inside or the outside of the residence. Now that the weather is getting nicer, more and more people are going to be opening their windows, and that could cause you to forget to close your windows and then secure them at night or when you leave to go out with your family or friends. So make sure that you are locking your windows upon leaving and drawing the blinds to prevent possible burglars from looking in your residence. Now we're at the sliding door at the rear of the residence, which most houses these days have a sliding glass door. What we like to suggest is to, again, make sure you're drawing your blinds, blocking that view from any outside lookers. Also to secure your door with either an arm that is mounted and securing to the door with a locking mechanism, or by simply throwing a 2x4 or any kind of object that will prevent the door from sliding open if jostled or left unlocked on accident. Now we're in the computer room of this local resident here in Cottage Grove to highlight what people may not be fully aware of when you're going out of town, posting things to social media sites to say that you're going out of town on a trip or a vacation that burglars may be looking at for public information online. So to be aware of what you're posting and where you're posting and for how long you may be posting, people who are up to no good or possible burglars will see that to know that your residence is going to be vacant for a possible crime to occur. Now that we're back outside the residence, in conclusion here, we want to highlight some more safety tips. If you do have a home security system or are looking into a home security system, that will help prevent burglars as well and will alert police and local law enforcement to respond to that residence when an alarm is triggered. Another thing that we like to suggest is if you do have a family pet or are thinking about getting a dog, that could alert both you that's sleeping inside of a residence or your neighbors that could hear the dog and would alert to a burglar or prevent them from entering your residence. Another thing we like to suggest is you get to know your neighbors, become friends with people around you so they can observe things that may be suspicious at your residence, and you can also notice things that may be out of the ordinary at theirs. Get in contact with Cottage Grove Police Department if you're seeing anything suspicious, and we'll definitely respond and help you out as needed. Again, thank you very much for watching. I'm Officer Henseler with the Cottage Grove Police Department, and have a safe spring.